Make sure that it is smooth flowing, creating a balance. As we go into Sandhya Upasana mantras, contemplating the divine nature of our being internally, bringing all our thoughts inwardly, focusing only on your present. Let us commence with the chanting of Om 3 times. Om. अतः संध्या उपासना विधि। ओम शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः। Sipping Achman 3 times. Achman. Angas, partially touching our body limbs, concentrating on our senses, sense organs. May they continue to serve us good. Om Vak Vak, Om Prana Prana, Om Chakshu Chakshu, Om Shrotram Shrotram, Om Nabhi, Om Hridayam, Om Kanta, Om Shirah, Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam, Om Kartal Karaprishte. Marjanam. Om Bhuva Punatu Shirasi, Om Bhuva Punatu Netrayo, Om Swaha Punatu Kante, Om Maha Punatu Hridaye, Om Jana Punatu Nabhyam, Om Tapah Punatu Padayo, Om Satyam Punatu Punah Shirasi, Om Kham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Pranayam. Om Bhu, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिधातपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्रयजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः। ॐ समुद्राद् अर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद् विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी। ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौधात यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतो स्वः। मनसा परिक्रमा। ॐ प्राचीदिग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्य इष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितर इष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दद्मः। ॐ प्रतीचि दिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः हृदाकूरक्षितानमिष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ उदीचीदिक् सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपति कलमाशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरूढ इष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपति श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो अधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम इषुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ उद्वयन्तमसस्परिस्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्म ज्योतिरुत्तमम्। ॐ उदत्यं जातवेरसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम्। ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकम् चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्य आग्नेः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तुषश्च स्वाहा। ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्चुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतम् जीवेम शरदः शतम् शृणुयाम शरदः शतम् प्रभ्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनः स्याम शरदः शतम् भूयश्च शरदः शतात्। गायत्री मंत्र। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनाधिकर्मणा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। इति संध्य उपासना विधि समाप्तः। अतः अग्निहोत्रम् commencing today's yajna, continuing to focus on that divine qualities. May our desired wishes be fulfilled, and may we continue to live a healthy life, moving in the right path, guided by our intellect, and making sure that we continue to perform righteous deeds. Taking water in your right palm as we commence with Achmana mantra. Sipping of sacramental water. Om Amrito Pastar Namasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shri Shraitam Swaha. Rinsing your palm and taking water into your left palm, utilizing the two middle fingers, ring finger and the middle finger, as we touch the various bodily parts. Om Vangama Asyastu. Om Nasurme Prano Astu. Om Akshanurme Chakshurastu. Om Karnyorme Shrotramastu. Om Bhagurme Balam Astu. Om Urburma Ojo Astu. Om Arishtani Me Angani Tanustanava Me Saha Santu. अथे ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना मंत्र। ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव। ओम हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ य आत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव यैषे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रः पृथिवी च दृधा येन स्वः स्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत् कामास्ते जोमस्तन्नो वस्तु वयं स्याम पतयो रयिणाम्। ॐ सनो बन्धुरजनिता सह विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास्तृतीये धामन्नधैर्ययन्त। ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथारायस्वान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जोराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम। इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना मंत्र। अतः स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृतविजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम्। ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुपायनो भव स च स्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिरनर्वणा स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु न स्वस्ति ध्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना। ॐ स्वस्तये वायोमुपब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तयादित्यासो भवन्तु नः। ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवावन्तरिभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पाटवं हसः। ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अधिते कृधि। ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पूर्णधरता घ्नता ज्ञानता संगमे मही। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टवांसस्तनूभिर्व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः। ॐ अग्न आयाहि वीतये गृणानो हव्यदातये निहोता सत्सि बर्हिषि ॐ त्वमग्ने यज्ञानां होता विश्वेशां हिता देवेभिर्मानुषे जने ॐ ये त्रिशप्तः पर्यन्ति विश्वरूपाणि बिभ्रता वाचस्पतिर्बलात् तेषां तन्वो अद्य दधातु मे इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अतः शान्तिकरणम्. May we experience peace from within, and may we experience peace outwardly. May the peace that we possess be shared and radiate amongst my family, our society, and our community at large. Let our mind be equipped with positive dispositions so that we continue to radiate in peacefulness. Om Shana Indragni Bhavatamavobhi Shanna Indra Varuna Ratahavya Shamindra Soma Suvitaya Shamyo Shanna Indra Pushana Vajasato Om Shano Bhagah Shamunah Shamso Astu Shannah Purandhi Shamusanturaya Shannah Satyasya Suyamasya Shansaha Shanno Aryama Purujatu Astu Om Shanno Dhata Shamudhartano Astu Shanna Uruchi Bhavatu Swadhabhi Shannarodasi Brihati Shanno Adre Shanno Devanam Suhavani Santu Om Shanno Agnirajyotirani Kovastu Shanno Mitra Varuna Vashvinasham Shanna Sukritam Sukritani Santu Shanna Ishiro Abhivatu Vata Om Shanno Dyava Prithvi Purvahutau Shamantariksham Rishayenu Vastu Shanna Oshadhir Vanino Bhavantu Shanno Rajasaspatirastu Jishnu Om Shanna Indro Vasubhirdevo Vastu Shamaadityebhir Varunah Sushangsah Shanno Rudro Rudrebhir Jalashah Shanastvashtagnaabhiriha Shrinotu Om Shannah Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shamnah Shamno Gravarnah Shamusantu Yajyah Shannah Swaruna Mitayo Bhavantu Shannah Prasvah Shamavastu Vedi Atah Shiva Sankalpa Mantra Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Supatasya Tatheveti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yena Karmanya Paso Manishino Yajye Krinavanti Virathe Shudhira Yadapurvam Yakshamantah Prajanam Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajanamutacheto Dhritischa यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मान्नरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनाः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतम् अमृतेन सर्वम् येन यज्ञस्थायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनाः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजुगुंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रथनाभा विवारा यस्मिन् स्थितं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनाः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ सुशारतिरश्वानि वयन् मनुष्यान् नेनीयतेभिषुभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यरजिरं जविष्टं तन्मे मनाः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। तन्मे मनाः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। ॐ सनः भवस्व शङ्गवे शं जनाय शमरवते शं राजन्नोषधीभ्यः ॐ अभयं नः करत्यन्तरिक्षम् अभयं द्यावा पृथिवी उभे इमे अभयं पश्चादभयं पुरस्तात् उत्तरादधरादभयं नोऽस्तु। ॐ अभयं मित्रादभयं अमित्रात् अभयं ज्ञातादभयं परोक्षात् अभयं नक्तम् अभयं दीवानाः सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्व आशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम्। Before opening your eyes, you may want to rub your palms together, generating some warmth. And then you cup your eyes and open it gently underneath and then release. Agni Adhan, if you are kindling the sacred fire, please use all precautions. We will kindle the Deepak first, after which we transfer that light flame onto the camphor and then we place it into the Yajna Kund. Let's go. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaradyauriva Bhumana Prithvi Vavaremna Sasyaste Prithvi Deva Yajani Prishte Agnim Manna Damana Dhyaya Dade. Placing it into the Yajna Kund and with outstretched palm, symbolically fanning this fire, asking it to rise in strength so that it can perform its duty in wellness for our benefit. Om Udbudhya Swagme Prathijagrihi Tumishta Purte Samsrijetam Cha Asmin Sarhaste Adhyutarasmin Vishwe Deva Yajyamanascha Sirat. Offering of Samhita, 3 pieces of Samhita. First Samhita. Om Ayanta Idhama Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasvavardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchasen Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Placing it into the Havankund. Idamagnaye Jataverase Idannamama. Preparing for the second Samhita. Om Samhidhagnim Dovasat Gritaira Bodhayata Tithim Asmin Havya Johotana Om Susamidhyaya Shochishe Gritam Tivram Johotana Agnaye Chataverase Swaha. Second Samhita in the Yajjakun. Idam Agnaye Jataverase Idannamama. Third Samhita. Om Tantva Samidbhirangiro Gritena Varadhayamasi Brihaschochaya Vishtaya Swaha. Idamagne Angirase Idannamama. Panchagrit Ahuti. Offering of ghee into the Yajjakund, chanting the same mantra 5 times. Please make sure that your ghee is liquefied so that it can pour easily into the Havan Kund. If it is not on your first offer, keep the spoon, let it warm, and then it will be able to liquefy your ghee. Om Ayanta Idhma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Idamagnaye Chataverase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idhma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idhma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idhma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idhma Atma Jata Vedastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheda Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhayat Swaha. Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Jal Sinchan, sprinkling of water outside the Yajjakund in the eastern direction, then western, northern, and then all around. Om Adite Anumanyaswa. Om Anumate Anumanyaswa. Om Saraswatya Anumanyaswa. All around now. Om Deva Savitaha Prasvayajam Prasvayajapatim Bhagaya Devyo Gandharvaha Ketapuhu Ketannaha Punatu Vachaspatirvachangnaha Swadattu. Offering of ghee in the northern side in the Havan Kund, and then the southern side followed by the center. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Dannamama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idannamama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Dannamama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idannamama. Prata Kal Ahuti mantras. Offering of samagri along with ghee into the Havan Kund, chanting the morning oblation mantras. Suryo Jyoti, Jyoti Surya Swaha. We recognize that the sun is the cause of all energy, and it is the sun that is responsible for our core existence. And so we pay oblation and we offer these oblations unto the sun. Om Suryo Jyotihi Jyotihi Surya Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotirvarchah Swaha. Om Jyoti Surya Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajradevena Savitra Sajuroshasendраvatya Jushana Suryo Vetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Iramagnaye Pranaya Idannamama. Om Bhurvaive Pranaya Swaha. Iram Vaive Pranaya Idannamama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Iramadityaya Vyanaya Idannamama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swargani Vaivaditebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagani Vaivaditebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Idannamama. Om Apo Jyotiraso Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha. Om Yang Medham Devagana Pitaraschopasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagne Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agne Naya Supatharaya Yasman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasma Johoranamino Bhuyishtante Namaupim Vidhema Swaha. We will offer once more ghee into the northern side of the Yajakun, followed by southern and then into the center. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idam Namama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Idam Namama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idam Namama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Bhurvayave Swaha. Idam Vayave Idam Namama. Om Swaradityaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Idam Namama. Om Bhurbhuva Swarganihi Vaivaditebhya Swaha. Idam Agni Vaivaditebhya Idam Namama. Atah Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Offering of both samagri and ghee. The most sacred mantra in our Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma, the Maha Gayatri Mantra, also known as the Guru Mantra, Savitri Mantra. I encourage all of you to chant this mantra as you make offerings. And even if you're not, please join in chanting this very sacred Maha Mantra, asking God to continue to guide our intellect so that we can continue to trek the path towards divinity. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Atah Svishtakrita Ahuti Mantra. Offering of prasad, grains, if you do have. If not, continue to offer samagri and ghee. We pray and we ask that, oh God, you know our full intent in the performance of this yajna. And if we may have committed anything in short or in over in excess, we ask and we pray that, oh God, you are the supreme divine being, you know our intent. If you can, please make it humble and reconcile within one. Om Yadasya Karmano Vatyariricham Yadvanyunamihakaram Agnishtat Svishtakradavidyat Sarvam Swishtam Suhutam Karotu Me Agnaye Svishtakrite Sahutaute Sarva Prayashchata Ahutinam Kamanam Samardhayitre Sarvanaha Kamanta Samardhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Svishtakrite Idam Namama. Maun Ahuti. recognizing that God Almighty is here, there, and everywhere. He is present within and He's present outwardly. Therefore, He should always be within our thoughts, in our actions, and everything that we do. He is the silent witness to all those drama, and so unto that divinity we pay our obedience or obeisance. Om Swaha. Om Prajapate Idannamama. Purna Ahuti. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Ataha Angasparashaha. With outstretched palm towards the direction of the sacred fire, we chant the following mantras, touching our face lightly, and we say that, O Agni, you are the protector of all bodies. May you protect our body. You are the giver of long life. Give unto me long and healthy life. And you are the source of brilliance. Let your brilliance radiate on our faces and in our personality. Om Tanupagnesi Tanuaname Pahi. Om Ayurdagnesi Ayurme Dehi. Om Varchodagnesi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanma Pranaha. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinau Deva Vadhatam Pushkarasrajau. Touching our bodily limbs as we bring this yajna to a close. Om Vakshama Apyayatam. Om Pranashchama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushchama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. Ataha Vam Devyaganam. With clasped palms and closed eyes, knowing that God resides within, causing our steadily progress unto that divine, we continue our contemplation, bringing all our thoughts inwardly as we chant these three final mantras to conclude today's satsang. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Kayanaschitra Abhuvad Uti Sada Vridha Sakha Kaya Shashishtaya Vrita. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Kastva Satyo Madanam Manghishto Matsarandhasa Dhrirachir Aruje Vasu. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Abhishunah Sakhinam Avita Charitrinam शतं भवास्यूतये शतं भवास्यूतये शतं भवास्यूतये। नमस्ते सतेते जगत्कारणाय नमस्ते चिते सर्वलोकश्रयाय नमो द्वैततत्त्वाय मुक्तिप्रदाय नमो ब्रह्मणे व्यापिने शाश्वताय त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। इति अग्निहोत्रम्।
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की गावे रिचाए, सत्य को धारण करे, हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे, शोक सागर से तरे, अश्व में भालिक रचाए, यज्ञ पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को। नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज आदि हम करते रहे, रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहे, भावना मिट जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की, कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नारी की, लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए, वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए, स्वरित भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो, ईदन मम का सार तक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो। आज हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक, हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक, वंदना हम कर रहे, नाथ करुणा रूप करना आपकी सब पर रहे, पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए
Thank you very much, Panditjis. Thank you, Pandit Amar, for leading us through Sandhya and Hawan today. Very devotional service indeed. And to Pandit Ram for completing the Tuesday, which ends the Hawan ceremony portion. Next on our program, I will invite Adit Kumar to render us a bhajan. Bhai Adit, over to you.
Namaste, thank you. The bhajan that I'm going to do is Sukha Ke Saba Sati. It's on page 261 of the Atma Gita. Sukha Ke Saba Sati Kamena Sukha Ke Saba Sati Mere Ram, Mere Ram, Mera Naam, Mera Sachaya Sukh Ke Sab Saathi Jeevanyani Jani Chaya Jeevanyani Jani Chaya Jyoti Maya Jyoti Maya Mere kahe ko sari umariya Mere kahe ko sari umariya aapke gatari doi sukh ke sab saathi rakhne namo sukh ke sab saathi rakhne namo ना कुछ तेरा ना कुछ मेरा ना कुछ तेरा ना कुछ मेरा ये जग जोगी माया मेरा राजा हो या रंग सभी का राजा हो या रंग सभी का अंत एक सा होई सुख के सब साथी मेरे नाम मेरे राम मेरा नाम मेरा बाहर की तू माटी माटी मन की तू माफी मांगे, मन की भीतर तू न जाके, उजले तन पर मान किया, उजले तन पर मान किया, और मन की न ढोई, सुख के सब साथी कभी न होई। मेरे राम तेरा नाम कसम गाना सुख सब साथी कभी न होई। Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you, Bhayadit. Another nice old one from the olden days. Very enjoyable indeed. Thank you and well sung. Our next on the program, I'm going to invite our very learned Acharya ji. We haven't seen him in a while, so welcome back. And we do look forward to your gems of wisdom that you will share with us. Over to you, Acharya.
Om Namaste Ji. Voice clear?
Yes, sounds good.
Thank you. Let's sit down straight, bring our mind to focus, body totally relaxed from head to toe. With a gentle smile, relax all the facial muscles and the muscles around the neck. Closing the eyes gently, we'll also close our mind to external thoughts and our heart to external emotions. Deep inhale and exhale, and we are going to chant Om 3 times and Gayatri Mantra once. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om. Join the palms together, rub them gently, cover the eyes, and open the eyes below the palms slowly, gently. Namaste and welcome to everybody. Atmiya Bandhuo, friends in soul. July, August, the lunar month which falls between these 2 months, is known as Shravan, and this is connected to the Shravani Mahotsav, which is celebrated on the full moon day of the month of Shravan, that is the current running month in the lunar calendar. Shravani, Shravan, Shravan, and Shravan. It's all derived from Shravan, and Shravan pertains mostly, when we refer to Shravani, is about the Shruti, the tradition of reading, studying the Vedas. It's an old age tradition because India has 6 seasons and it's currently the monsoon with heavy rainfall. And in the olden days, in the Vedic era, the sages left their hermits, came to the towns and villages to seek refuge. And that was a symbiotic relationship, mutually beneficial. The sages had protection from the heavy rainfall, and the people who were mostly in reduced activities, they benefited from the discourses, the teachings of the Vedic knowledge to people. Now the question arises, why the Vedas and why to human beings? Universally recognized as the oldest book in the library of mankind, the Vedas are the ultimate scriptures, revelation, authoritative scriptures, authoritative revelation to mankind at the creation of the human species. When we read the Sankalpat, we are used to say Eka Vranda Shannavati Koti Ashtalaksha Tripanchat Shat Sahasra Dvavinshatyuttar Shatatami. Reading the calendar and the species is 1 billion. That's the age Vedas handed over as knowledge. Why the Vedas? Ved itself, the root word may I continue?
It's the sound is breaking up, Acharya ji. Do you wanna? You have two devices. Do you wanna try the second device for song to see if that helps?
A connectivity problem. Should I continue?
Let's continue. See if we can.
I'm leaving the second device.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's clear?
Yes. Okay, if you bear with us while Acharya ji rejoins, I think he had some connectivity problems and he will have to sign in. So let's give him a few minutes.
Om, is it better now?
It is better, Acharya. Thank you.
Yeah. The rebooting was my side or your side?
Your side.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So I know what to pay attention to. So I was saying the Ved, it comes from the root word in Sanskrit, Vid, which means knowledge. The Vedas is all knowledge in seminal form, in the form of seed, which we have to grow, unfold the knowledge and reap the benefits of that. Vedas, what's the objective? One, it's jnanart. It's the largest repository of knowledge, both spiritual as well as worldly knowledge. Ved is also known as Sattart. Satta, which means true factual knowledge. Ved is also Labhart, Lab, that is for our welfare, our well-being, ultimately to attain peace, progress, and prosperity. And the last point would be Ved is Vicharat. To be able to attain that, unfold the knowledge of Jnanart, know that it is true factual knowledge for our benefit. We have to sit down, vichar, contemplate, engage ourselves in active thought process. Then from that, what happens? We'll see that Ved referred to as probably 10,000 years old by modern world. But we are reading our Sankalp part and we know it's about nearly 2 billion years now. Vedas are known as Dhyan, Karma, Upasana, and Vidyan. Dhyan, generally referred to Rig Veda as the Jnana Kand, Karma Kand, the Yajur Veda, Bhakti or Upasana Kand is the Samveda, and Vidyan Kand is Atharva Ved. We know I told you in the beginning, Vedas are two branches of knowledge. One is the Paravidya, which is the spiritual sciences. And the second one is Aparavidya, which is about the worldly knowledge, worldly sciences. Now for us to recognize Dhyan in the Rig Veda, let's look at the mantras. The Vedic philosophy unfolds like this. Whatever has been revealed by God, the first mantra gives us the objective. Just as when we study the Vedic philosophy under the Darshan Shastra, the first sutra gives the purpose, the first aphorism gives the objective, what is to be attained with that knowledge. So Rig Veda, the first mantra is Om Agnim Mile Purohitam Yadyasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam. Agni. We know Agni as the physical fire. But Sanskrit words have multiple meanings, just like we have words also in English like that. If I say C-A-N, can, it's a verb. And if I say C-A-N, kan, it's a noun. And the meaning differs. Likewise, Agni, when we refer to, we are doing Havan, that is the physical fire. When we refer to energy, it's all forms of energy. Just like science says, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, can only be transformed. That's energy. But when we refer to spiritual sciences, then it's knowledge. Knowledge driving us, it's the subtle energy of knowledge driving us. For what purpose? Purohitam, purahit, for our total welfare. So Agni is the light of knowledge, and remember we know the shlok which we used to sing, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. So that is not only the physical, moving from the physical darkness to physical light, but from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge. So that's the Rig Veda, and remember the first word is Agni and leads us to that. That is first and foremost knowledge, dhyan. Now take the Yajur Veda. It says, Om Ishe Torje Tvavayavasthadevo Va Savita Prarpayatu Shreshtatamaya Karmana. And it goes. The first word there is Ishe, refers to food, grains, nutrients to make our physical body. For what purpose? Shreshtatama karmana. Shreshtatamaya karmana. Shreshtatam karma. That is will be performing actions of the highest noble truthful acts with actions at the personal level.
We're having more connection problems, Acharya. So sorry, everybody. My apologies. Acharya is having connection problems on his end. We apologize for that. I'm gonna see if I can give him a few minutes. If not, Kira, if we can ask you to prepare your bhajan and we can have you sing next. Let me just give Acharya a couple of minutes if he's able to rejoin. He's just trying to join in now. That's the only downside to Zoom, right?
Yajurved is on karma count. Yeah, I was okay with Zoom this morning and even in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. It's being a little...
Yajurved is, yeah, I'm just signing off of the computer again. I just tried to reconnect there. Let me continue.
Yes, go ahead.
So Yajurved is about karma kand, about actions at personal level, family level, life in society, life in the nation, and life as a global citizen. And remember, chapter 22 talks about the nation as well as towards the whole world. We know the 22nd mantra of this chapter of the Yajurved, 22nd chapter, which is known as the prayer for the welfare of the nation and for the welfare of the universe. Now let's look into Samved. The first mantra says, Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grinano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi. So it says, Havyadataye Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grinano Havyadataye. We are addressing Ishwar as Agni, the source of all true knowledge. And it also gives the details. Havyadataye, God as the driver, the guide, the divinity within us and all around us, always pushing us to be truthful, to be righteous in life. Whenever we plan things which are good, we can feel the enthusiasm, the motivation within our inner self. And if we are planning things which are bad, we have the fear, doubt, and everything. So remember, this is bhakti. Ishvara, God, driving us to be righteous in our life, and devotion is to be dutiful, follow the guidance and the instructions of God. And the yardstick for devotion, just look at a devoted child. He just follows the instructions of the parents and the teachers. The same yardstick applies when we say we are a devotee of God. Then Atharva Ved, which is Vidyana Kand. It says, Om ye trishapta pariyante vishwarupani bibrata vachaspatir balate shantanvo adya dadhatu me. So trishapta, it says trin, that is, know the three ingredients of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Pariyante vishwarupani bibrata. Vishwarupam, Ishwar ko aap jane, know Ishwar God as omnipresent, present everywhere in this world. So when you realize your knowledge allows you to realize Prakriti, the basic matter from which everything is created, up to realization of the self, of the Atma, and realization of God, Ishvara. So we need the combination of all of them, Jnana, Karma, Upasana, and Vidyan, to reach that ultimate goal of self-realization, and thereafter we can apply the last part of the shlok, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, that is, trip the cycle of birth and death to be into the eternal bliss of Ishvara, God, Mukti, Moksha. That's the purpose of the Vedas. Now, if you want to have it as a sum up, just look at any piece of equipment that you buy, you have a manual. And even in modern days, the manual is integrated in the, suppose you buy a laptop or a phone, mobile phone or a tablet, all the instructions are there inbuilt in the equipment. So the manual to live life properly as a human being, not a human being only by species or form, but human in whatever we do and how we behave. Human in our thoughts, human in our words, whether written or spoken, and human in all our actions. Human by our character, human by our nature, human by our deeds. And that's why Ved doesn't say you become a Hindu, you become an Arya Samaji, or you become a Christian or a Muslim, whatever we want to become. It says Manur Bhava Devyam Janam. Become a real human being. So be human. That is the motto of the Vedas. And the next part says Apagananto Aravana, and it ends with Krenvanto Vishwa Mariam. When we are humane in our thoughts, in our words, and in our deeds, obviously we'll reach the level of an Arya, which means someone who is noble in whatever he or she does, noble in gun, characteristics, in karma, actions, and in swabhav, nature. So this is the purpose of the Vedas handed over to four rishis, the knowledge there. And remember, the Vedas doesn't extinguish when the world reaches the solution time. That knowledge is always with Ishvara, God, and that is eternal as God is, without a beginning and with no end. At each and every creation, the knowledge will be handed over in the same manner. And we know this Sandhya mantra which says, Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadata Ghanata Janata Sangam. No. So it says, Surya Chandrama Saudhata Purvam Akalpayat. Purvam Akalpayat. It's handed over in the same manner to four rishis, and the four rishis are the most noble souls from the accumulated sanskar of previous birth, and God just puts them in samadhi and gives them the knowledge. And the last part of it, how do we know that God gives the knowledge? It's just when we are planning to do something, just put a pause. Listen to the inner voice, to the divine guidance. That is the guidance of Ishvara God. God is always giving us knowledge at each and every single minute of our life. It's for us to be the appropriate recipient to catch the knowledge and to live life accordingly. In the same way, when we go on yoga, yama, niyama, asana, we are graced by Ishvara God with more and more deeper and deeper knowledge. I just hope I've been able to cover some insight, because Shravan Maas is time also to dedicate the in line with Arya ka Param Dharma hai. The prime duties of reading of the Vedas cause the
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone, for the connection issue.
all
Acharya, we're having some more issues with the connection again.
a pious Shravani Vedas. I'm just ending.
Okay.
Namaste ji. Thank you for your attention,
All right.
and see you at some later time. Thank you.
Thank you,
Namaste
Acharya.
ji.
No
Sorry for the
problem. Thank
glitches.
you. It was a very interesting lecture indeed, despite the issues with the connection. I'm sure other times will be better. But for now, we thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you with us when you get to Atlanta as well. So next on the program, I'm going to invite Kira to render us a bhajan. Before Kira comes on, I want to give you just an announcement on the multi-kund. So that the multi-kund will happen on August 8th, which is next week, Sunday. It will be virtual. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough families willing to join in person, so we're going to do this virtually. The officiating Purohits are Pandit Amarji and Pandit Ramji, um, of course, supported by all of the other Pandits. We're in observation of the COVID guidelines. You're invited to welcome your families and friends to join with you at home to perform Hawan. Maybe set up your camera so that we are able to spotlight everyone. And it will all be virtual, but we'll all be together. And I'm sure we'll have the same amount of energy and devotion as needed. The other announcement is uh, their Payud Beer has requested that we say a few prayers for his niece who is undergoing surgery. Her name is Sunaya Jagnandan, and strong devotee. So we're gonna humbly ask Pandit Ram before he closes if he can chant a few Triambakam mantras towards the healing or the success of the surgery. Now I'm gonna ask Kira to come on board and sing us give us her rendition. Kira, over to you.
Namaste everyone. Today I'll be singing a bhajan on the harmonium, which I'll be playing, and the song is called Tumhi Ho Mata.
Leela had to come and see you. Leela, don't pick. Had to come and see you sing to Mata. That was an amazing rendition, addition of the harmonium to your singing raises it another level. It was worth the wait. Thank you so much. And lastly on the program, we're gonna have Pandit Ram And if we can humbly request Pandit Ram, if we can all join together and say a few prayers for Bhai Yudbir's niece, so that she can have a speedy recovery and a successful surgery. Over to you, Pandit Ram. Okay.
Sound check.
Sounds good.
We, members of Samaj, Bhai Yudbir and Yudbirji, we hope and pray that your niece pulls through whatever affliction she's suffering from. And we hope and pray that with the devotion and the intensity of these prayers that we chant here today, we hope and pray that whatever surgery or whatever she has to undergo to get remedied, we hope and pray that may all conditions be favorable for her, and may she pull through and survive whatever afflictions she's suffering from at this present time. Let us all join prayers so that for not only this niece of Uncle Yudbirji, but for all of us who are suffering from various afflictions. Om Yatte Mata Yatte Pita Jamir Dhata Cha Sarjata Pratyak Sevasya Beshajam Jaradashtim Prinomi Dvar. It says, please accept this healing medicine, as this doctor will make you live for long lengthened years. Om Anga Bhedo Anga Jwaro Yascha Te Hridaya Mayaha Yakshmasyenatva Prapaptat Vacha Sadhava Parastaram. May the pain be gone from your body. May all your body parts become healed, and as we chant this voice, may the vibrations of these mantras and these prayers reach you and heal you from all your afflictions. Om Shatam Jiva Sharado Vatamanaha Shatam Hemantam Shatam Vasantam Shatam Indragni Savita Brihaspati Shatayusha Avisha Mam Punaridu. Live a long life, and while you increase in strength and in giving you a lengthened life, God says, I have saved you from whatever afflictions you are suffering from. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityur Mokshi Amamrita. Remove from us, O God, remove from us all our afflictions. Remove from us all our mental afflictions. Remove from us all our physical afflictions. And remove from us also all of our emotional afflictions. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityur Mokshe Amamrita. And once more, let us all, with our combined devotion and prayers, let us pray for that niece of Uncle Yudbir. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityur Mokshi Amamrita. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now let us all join in singing Arti Bhajan. Please clasp your hands, close your eyes and bow your heads if you're so inclined. Om Jai Jagadish Hare स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख विनशे मन का। स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहु किसकी। स्वामी शरण गहु किसकी। तुम बिना और न दूजा, तुम बिना और न दूजा, आस करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। May all be happy. May all be free from misery. May all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukha bhaveet. Om anapate anasya no dehi, anamevasya sushmina prapradhataram tarisha urjano dehi dvipade chatushpade. Shantipat. May there be peace in the heavenly regions. May there be peace in the atmosphere. May peace reign on earth. May the waters be soothing. May the medicinal herbs be healing. May the plants and animals be a source of peace to us. And may we be a source of peace unto all. Om Dyaha Shanti Antariksha Shanti Prithvi Shantir Apah Shantir औषधे शान्तिः वनस्पते शान्तिः विश्वे देवा शान्तिः ब्रह्मा शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्ति समा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शांति शांति सबको प्रेम से बोलो ओंकार भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो मर्याद पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो आर्य समाज और वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. And once again, namaste to each and every one of you. Do enjoy the day, enjoy the week ahead, and see you next week. Back over now to Bhai Indira.
Thank you very much, Pandit Ram, for bringing this program to a close. We appreciate everyone who stayed with us through the session, and I hope to see you next week in full force with all your families and friends joining you, probably in your backyard, weather permitting, and of course within social distance parameters. Do pay attention to that carefully because, as you know, we're still not in the safe zone. So please be use your discretion and hopefully everyone can join with you. And of course, we'll have a great session. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the 8th at 9:30.